Yo, salute. Raiders, baby.
All right.
Oh no.
True.
Yeah.
All right. This is a true comment. I can agree
Yep.
with this, but I'm talking about in terms of like weapons as a whole,
Mm.
right? So I think Devonte Adams versus Debo Samuel, like two completely different players, but like um, having a group of guys around you,
Mm.
I don't
So,
even think you can argue it.
sorry, what did you say earlier? I kind of must have spaced out.
No, I said that Jimmy G had better weapons when he was on the Niners, going against the Niners first string D, and they were picking him off every day. And Jimmy G is now playing with worse weapons, versus the 49ers first string defense in this training camp, or these
Yeah.
joint practices.
I'll say this. I want to say actually you said the same exact thing in another video before, and I like rewatched it and I was like, you know what? I wish I kind of spoke up. Um I I do think overall the Niners offensive skill position players, the starters at the top overall are better than the Raiders. And maybe, if you're talking Jimmy G practicing, you might take out McCaffrey because most of his time with the Niners, there was no McCaffrey. But still, you know, uh, Ayuk, Kittle, Debo, like those three, I, well, I it's close. I think Devontae outweighs all of them. I think that Kittle
Outweighs
way
all of
out.
them combined,
No, just he's better than all three of them.
but
He
not
is the
combined.
best. Not combined, no. But I think Debo and Ayuk are a great tandem of receivers, and I've heard a lot of great things about Ayuk. As like as far as practice goes, he's like a monster. Apparently, he's always just owning the field.
Mm.
Like he's one of the best players on the field at all times during practice, and that's cool. And then Kittle again, like even with Waller, like Kittle is better than Waller to me.
Overall, as a
Waller,
player, you could
yeah,
argue that Waller was a better passing
like
threat.
threat, yeah. Um, but right now with Hooper, that's easily Kittle. But where my difference is maybe with you is that the Raiders have Devontae, Hunter Renfro, and Jacoby Myers,
Yes.
and like I would say you compare those three to Kittle, Debo, and Ayuk. I think it's very close. I don't think it's far and away that the Niners receivers are better. You add in McCaffrey, it's the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take out McCaffrey, I
If
think
you
it's
take out
extremely
McCaffrey,
close.
okay, you take out McCaffrey because I'm talking about
Not
training camp,
yeah. I
and
not only do I think it's extremely close, I think that the Raiders receivers fit Garoppolo better because they are route running extraordinaires, and sure-handed.
I don't know because it's still yet to be proven whether Garoppolo is going to take shots deep. You know what I mean? Because I
That's my
heard that he's
thing.
struggling to hit deep balls in training camp,
That's
right?
always been a thing with him. I think the thing with Garoppolo on this team with McDaniels, I think this is going to be a West Coast offense. That was kind of a thing with Brady. I mean, Brady had a good, deep accuracy to him, but it, the Patriots offense was always dink and dunk, really quick, you know, West Coast offense. And I think we're going to get the same thing with Vegas. It's going to be Hunter Renfro does a double step, fakes right, cuts in left, ball's right there, and he's wide open. He gushes out 4 yards, just
Mhm.
gush, gush, gush. It's that, and then it's Josh Jacobs or Zamir White, whoever, and then it's Devontae for 8 yards, and then it's Jacoby Myers for 2 yards, and then it's Austin Hooper for 3 yards, and then maybe Michael Mayer gets in there, right? And like
Like
I
dink and
think
dunk.
this dink and dunk. I think it's going to be a very fast paced West Coast offense, and I love it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love it for Jesus for Garoppolo on this
Mm-hmm.
offense.
I
And
mean,
again, that's my whole point was just I think these receivers really fit well with that.
mm-hmm.
But
I just
I would love a deep ball to be there, but I'm not expecting it, and that might be our downfall on offense is
mm-hmm.
not a big deep threat. But I think you're going to see a lot of bubble screens. I think you're going to see a lot of short plays that are predicated on creating space. There's been a lot of talk about Trey Tucker. Did I cut out?
No.
Okay, sweet. It froze for a second. There's been a lot of talk about Trey Tucker. That's a guy that I didn't get to talk about. I know we're talking Niners right now, so I don't want to go too long on this.
Yeah,
But
no, we'll get back on track. But
yeah,
I saw the comments, and
yeah.
I just
But
wanted.
I think that the Raiders. Yeah, we're talking Niners. It sucks. This is going to come out on the Niners thing, but anyways,
No, it's
I
okay because
think that
I'm kind of defending the Niners here in terms
yeah,
of I think that the weapons that the Garoppolo had when he was on the Niners sort of fit him better in terms of what they were trying to do with him in San Francisco. They wanted a lot of, I mean, like you said, dink and dunk a little bit, but a lot of it was, the plays were designed to get guys open, and
mm,
then they were designed to get guys open in space. And I can't think
right,
of many players in the NFL over Debo and Kittle that I would rather get the ball, get the ball to an open space. Like they are very aggressive players. And
yeah.
then I understand that McDaniel's system maybe isn't, predicated on deep balls. I understand that. But Devontae Adams' game has a lot to do with deep balls, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
I
because of the pairing that he had with Rodgers early in his career.
Rogers and Carr. I yeah, but I've always known Devonte Adams as a route running extraordinaire. Like the thing that he separates himself from all of the receivers in the NFL is his route running and his ability to create immediate space from a corner. So if he can do that on a 8-yard route and he creates 3 yards of separation, within 2 seconds, 3 seconds, whatever it is, that's huge. And that's massive for the short game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's an amazing deep route running extraordinaire as well because he's great at everything. And that worked really well with Carr because Carr is good at passing deep. And I think Carr was going for the big plays.
Mm-hmm. This is true. I will say Devontae Adams is very good on the slants because, I mean, he's also another player that has excellent control of his body. And I think he's very deceptive on his routes. And a lot of times when he's on slants, he's able to open up other stuff where he's able to go deep, just because he keeps the defender on his heels.
Yeah.
I still think it is yet to be seen which, I guess, which mold of receiver is better for Garoppolo. Because one of the things I told Mike over here that I was very interested to see this season is I want to see how, I want to see if Jimmy can lead a team without Shanahan, and Shanahan's scheme just sort of making it super easy for him. And, uh, the whole screen game and, throwing a lot of balls at the line of scrimmage, right? I think Devontae Adams utilizes a whole different. Are you all right, Mike? What's going on over there?
I'm hearing something.
Kind of
Continue.
hear that
Sorry.
too. I think Devontae Adams uses a whole different skill set than what what Jimmy was accustomed to in terms of 49ers. By the way, Joel, we really appreciate your comments, by the way. And I know I ignored one. Adams, Renfro, Myers, and Jacobs is pretty damn solid. I agree. Those are great weapons.
Yeah.
I just personally, I am interested to see how they're going to fit with Garoppolo versus how the Niners' weapons fit with Garoppolo.